When most imagine fishing, they see a world of calm, a glassy lake at sunrise, the gentle ripple of water, the soft whisper of reeds swaying in the breeze. The air is cool, the surface undisturbed, and the only sound is the distant call of a bird echoing across the water. Beneath the surface, small fish glide through the shadows of lily pads, their scales catching the morning light. The world here is tranquil, a delicate balance of predator and prey, where every movement is measured and every ripple tells a story. But beyond these peaceful waters lies a realm of chaos and danger. In the wildest rivers, the current roars with untamed power, carving through ancient rock and swirling around hidden obstacles. Here, monstrous fish lurk in the depths, creatures evolved to survive in a world where only the strongest endure. The environment is unforgiving, mist clings to the riverbanks, concealing the secrets of the water. Eddies spin with silent menace, and beneath the surface, shadows shift, predators waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Along the muddy banks, the evidence of epic battles is written in the earth, deep gouges, broken reeds, and the silent testimony of scales left behind. Here, survival is a daily contest, and every creature is both hunter and hunted. The river itself is a living force, shaping the land and the lives within it. Stones worn smooth by centuries of flow, roots that reach deep into the current, and fallen branches that create natural traps, all become part of the endless cycle of life and death. The fish here are legends in their own right. Some bear rows of razor-sharp teeth, others wield electric shocks powerful enough to stun a predator. Armored catfish slip silently between rocks, their bodies built for defense and ambush. In the rapids, giants leap from the foam, their bodies flashing silver and gold. Schools of baitfish scatter in a synchronized dance, while unseen predators stalk through the weeds, waiting for a moment of weakness. Every fish bears the marks of survival, scars from old battles, fins torn by close escapes, and eyes that have seen countless dangers. Their techniques are honed by necessity, lightning-fast strikes, sudden bursts of speed, and the patience to wait for hours in the shadows. In these waters, monsters reign. Some are armored, others are swift, and a few possess weapons as strange as they are deadly. Jaws that can crush bone, bodies that can deliver a paralyzing shock, and instincts sharpened by generations of survival. The rivers themselves are as diverse as the creatures within them, from the thunderous heart of the Congo to the silent, ice-choked waters of the Arctic, from the tangled green arteries of the Amazon to the shadowy bayous of the American South. Each is a world unto itself, shaped by climate, geography, and time. In every place, the water tells its own story. Currents twist and turn, creating hidden channels and secret refuges. Fish learn to read these patterns, using the flow to their advantage, slipping through obstacles with practiced ease. The techniques of survival are as varied as the rivers themselves. Some fish track their prey by sensing the faintest vibration, others wait motionless in ambush, blending perfectly with the stones and shadows. Every encounter is a test of skill and instinct. The river is a stage for dramatic chases, sudden ambushes, and the relentless pursuit of life. In these moments, the line between survival and defeat is razor thin. This is the world of extreme fishing, an environment shaped by danger and opportunity, where every current, every shadow, and every hidden depth holds the promise of both risk and reward. Here the hunt is a matter of survival. The fish are both hunters and hunted. Their lives a constant balance between boldness and caution, innovation and tradition. Through the drama of the river, we witness the raw power of nature, storms that transform gentle streams into raging torrents, floods that reshape the land, and the relentless force of water that both sustains and threatens all life within its reach. In this world, every catch is a story of adaptation and survival, a testament to the enduring spirit of the river and the extraordinary creatures that call it home. The Congo River is a place of immense power and mystery, a vast brown artery pumping through the heart of Africa. Beneath the surface, the river transforms into a shadowy world, where sunlight barely penetrates the swirling currents. Here the water is thick with silt, and visibility fades to nothing within a few feet. In this hidden realm, ancient fish glide silently between submerged roots and fallen trees, their scales glinting in the rare shafts of light that pierce the gloom. Along the riverbed, a line of baited hooks drifts with the current, each one a silent invitation to the river's most cunning predators. The fish approach with caution, their senses attuned to every vibration and scent. Catfish, with their sensitive whiskers, probe the water, circling the bait, testing for danger. Suddenly, a powerful fish lunges, jaws snapping shut around the bait. The hook bites deep, and the river explodes in a cloud of silt as the fish thrashes, desperate to break free. The line stretches taut, slicing through the water as the hooked fish twists and turns, its powerful body straining against the invisible tether. Panic flashes in the fish's eye as it feels the relentless pull, the ancient instinct to escape battling the unyielding grip of the hook. Sometimes more than one fish is ensnared, their bodies tangling together as they fight the current and the line, each movement sending vibrations through the water. The commotion draws the attention of other predators, who circle the struggling catch, waiting for a chance to strike at the vulnerable or the wounded. When storms rage above, the world below is thrown into chaos. Currents whip the long line back and forth, stirring up clouds of debris and making every moment a battle for survival. The struggle is brutal. The hook bites deeper with every twist, and the water is tinged with blood as the fish fights for its life. Eventually, exhaustion sets in. The once mighty fish lies still, the line slackening as the fight drains from its body. Not every hook finds its mark. Some drift empty, the bait stolen by clever mouths, or swept away by the current, silent witnesses to the river's endless cycle of hunt and escape. The riverbed is littered with remnants of past battles, lost hooks tangled in roots, lines frayed and abandoned, silent testaments to the dangers lurking in the depths. Sometimes a fish manages to slip free, vanishing into the murk with a flash of tail, leaving only a trembling line behind. Above, the river's surface shimmers with reflected light, but below, the deadly dance continues, an endless contest of strength, instinct, and survival. In this world, every ripple and shadow could mean danger or opportunity. The fish move with caution, their lives shaped by the ever-present threat of the long line. The long line drifts on, silent and patient, a deadly thread woven through the heart of the Congo, waiting for the next chapter in the river's eternal struggle. In the warm, murky rivers of the American South, a hidden world thrives beneath the surface, where the riverbed is a labyrinth of mud, roots, and shadowy hollows. Here, the riverbed is soft and yielding, pocked with underwater holes carved by the relentless current and the slow, patient work of time. Silt and sand swirl in the gentle current, settling into every crevice and hollow, creating perfect hiding places for the river's most elusive inhabitants. Deep within these shadowy recesses, the flathead catfish lies in wait, its mottled skin blending seamlessly with the muddy walls of its lair. The catfish is a master of patience, its wide mouth and sensitive barbels attuned to the faintest vibrations in the water. When danger approaches, the catfish retreats further into its burrow, pressing its body against the cool, damp earth, shielded by a fortress of mud and tangled roots. The river itself is a living obstacle course, with swift currents, jagged rocks, and submerged branches that can snag and trap anything that ventures too close. The flathead's mouth is lined with abrasive pads of tiny teeth, designed to grip and hold on to prey, or anything else that dares to intrude. When threatened, the catfish can unleash a sudden, violent burst of energy, twisting its muscular body in a powerful death roll that churns the water into a cloud of silt and bubbles. The river's current is relentless, tugging at anything not anchored firmly to the bottom, and concealing hidden dangers beneath its opaque surface. In the narrowest holes, the riverbed can become a trap, with tight spaces that can ensnare and hold fast anything that enters. The catfish, with its broad head and powerful tail, navigates these passages with practiced ease, but even it must be wary of becoming wedged in the shifting mud. Sometimes the catfish will use its entire body to block the entrance to its lair, creating a living barricade against any would-be intruder. Its tail and fins fan the silt, clouding the water and making it nearly impossible to see what lies within. In an instant, the calm is shattered as the catfish explodes from its hiding place, sending a shockwave of water and mud through the riverbed. The river becomes a world of shadows and movement, where every sense is heightened and every moment is a test of survival. The catfish's jaw clamps down with incredible force, its grip unyielding before it releases and vanishes back into the gloom. With a surge of power, the catfish can break the surface, its massive body twisting and thrashing in a display of raw strength. It glides away, leaving only a trail of disturbed silt and the echo of its presence in the water. In the aftermath, the river returns to its quiet rhythm, the catfish resting once more in the cool, dark safety of its home. The contest between river and creature is never-ending, a cycle of challenge and adaptation played out in silence. The catfish disappears into its burrow, the silt settling, the water calming, as if nothing had ever disturbed the peace. In this world, respect is earned through survival, and every encounter leaves its mark on the riverbed. Noodling, in its purest form, is a dance between predator and prey, a tradition written in mud and water, where the river itself is both stage and storyteller. Here, the ultimate prize is not the catch, but the enduring story of the river and its wild, elusive monsters. The Congo River's rapids are a place of terrifying beauty and unimaginable force. Here, the river is a living, breathing entity, its surface a writhing tapestry of white foam and swirling currents, its depths a world of shadows and secrets. The water does not simply flow, it erupts, boiling and churning with relentless energy. Each surge crashes against ancient rocks, sending up plumes of mist that hang in the air like ghostly veils, shrouding the river in an aura of mystery and danger. In this supersized washing machine, the river's power is absolute. Eddies twist and spiral, pulling anything caught within into a dizzying dance. The roar of the rapids drowns out all else, a constant reminder of nature's raw, untamable might. Beneath the surface, monsters lurk. The Goliath tigerfish, a living legend of these waters, glides through the shadows. Its body is built for the hunt, sleek, muscular, and armed with a jaw lined with 32 razor-sharp teeth. These creatures can reach 6 feet in length and weigh over 100 pounds, their presence a silent threat to anything that dares to share their domain. They are the undisputed rulers of this aquatic kingdom, perfectly adapted to the chaos of the rapids. Nets, woven from strong fibers, drift through the wild water, their mesh stretching and straining against the relentless pull of the current. The river tests every knot, every strand, threatening to tear them apart or drag them into the abyss. The technique is simple yet perilous. The net is set in the violent current, left to the mercy of the river's fury. It clings to rocks, snags on hidden debris, and is battered by the unending surge of water. The real danger lies below, where the net can become hopelessly entangled among submerged rocks and twisted branches. Here the river claims what it will, and the net's fate hangs in the balance. The current surges, pulling the net deeper, wrapping it tighter around obstacles hidden from the world above. The struggle between net and river is a silent battle, waged in the cold, dark depths. Sometimes the net is wrenched free, tumbling through the rapids, battered and torn. Other times it vanishes beneath the surface, claimed by the river's insatiable appetite. In the depths, the net becomes a part of the river's wild tapestry, its fibers shimmering in the fractured sunlight, its presence a fleeting mark in the ever-changing chaos. The river shows no mercy. It can smash the net against jagged rocks, twist it into knots or hold it fast until it is nothing but a tattered remnant, a testament to the struggle between human ingenuity and nature's overwhelming force. Sometimes, after all the turmoil, the net emerges empty. No prize, no catch, only the memory of a battle fought and lost against the river's fury. The emptiness is a stark reminder that in this place even the most determined efforts can be swept away in an instant, leaving only the relentless sound of rushing water and the glint of sunlight on wet fibres. The river gives, and the river takes. Sometimes it offers bounty, sometimes only struggle and loss. Its moods are as unpredictable as the storms that sweep across its surface. The net, battered but intact, is a survivor, its continued existence a testament to resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. Each tear and knot tells a story of struggle, of the endless contest between the crafted and the wild, between order and chaos. The Congo's fury is unyielding, its power absolute. In this world, survival is never guaranteed, and every moment is a gamble against the river's wrath. Yet, the net remains, a fragile line cast into the unknown, a symbol of hope and defiance in the face of nature's might. Sometimes, a great fish glides close, its scales flashing in the filtered light, wary of the net's silent threat. The river's inhabitants are as cunning as they are powerful, shaped by the same forces that shape the water itself. The net, woven with care and hope, is more than a tool. It is a lifeline, a fragile bridge between the world above and the mysteries below. In the heart of the Congo, every cast is a leap of faith, every retrieval a story written in water and light. The net moves with the current, adapting, surviving, learning the river's secrets with every pass. It is a silent witness to the eternal struggle between life and the wild, untamable heart of the Congo. As the sun sets and the river calms, the net rests, battered, resilient, and ready to face the fury once more. In this place the struggle never ends, and the river's story flows on, wild and eternal. Deep within the emerald heart of the Amazon, the river breathes with life, its waters concealing ancient secrets beneath a shimmering surface. Here, in this vast, untamed wilderness, the Arapaima reigns as a true giant of the freshwater world. This prehistoric leviathan can grow to over 10 feet in length and tip the scales at more than 400 pounds, its presence commanding awe and respect from all who share its domain. The Arapaima is an air breather, compelled to rise from the depths every so often, its broad, armoured back breaking the surface in a slow, deliberate gasp. Its scales, thick and impenetrable, shimmer like ancient armour forged for survival in a world of predators. In the quiet backwaters and secluded ponds, the Arapaima moves with a silent, ghostly grace, its every motion a testament to the power and mystery of the Amazon itself. When the time comes for the Arapaima to gather, a natural drama unfolds beneath the surface. The water, once calm, becomes a stage for a spectacle of strength and instinct. Sensing a shift in their environment, the Arapaima become alert, their ancient eyes scanning the world above and below, every muscle tensed for action. They circle in the shallows, massive bodies weaving through the water in a mesmerizing ballet, each movement rippling through the pond like a silent drumbeat. Suddenly, the surface erupts. The pond transforms into a churning cauldron, water splashing high as the Arapaima surge and twist, their power unleashed in a primal display. Driven by instinct, the Arapaima dart and thrash, their massive forms slicing through the shallows, sending shockwaves through the water. Some launch themselves skyward, their bodies arcing above the surface before crashing back down with thunderous force, a breathtaking reminder of their raw, untamed energy. Their tails, thick and muscular, slap the water with explosive power, sending up fountains of spray that glitter in the dappled sunlight. The scene is one of controlled chaos, a living storm of muscle and scale, where every movement is a battle for space and survival. In the frenzy, the Arapaima press against one another, their armored bodies scraping and flexing, each fish determined to carve out its own place in the swirling mass. Navigating the muddy water, they rely on ancient instincts, their senses attuned to every vibration, every subtle shift in the current. Each Arapaima is a living torpedo, its body a solid mass of muscle, every twitch and flex a testament to the evolutionary arms race that shaped it. The struggle is relentless, a test of endurance and strength as the fish twist and turn, desperate to break free from the press of their kin. Sunlight glints off their scales, each plate a shield forged by millennia, protecting them from the dangers that lurk in these ancient waters. Every flex, every ripple of muscle beneath the armored skin is a reminder of the Arapaima's potential for explosive power, a force of nature contained within a living relic. As they surge through the water, their scales brush against submerged logs and tangled roots, the sound a low, resonant rasp echoing through the pond. In rare moments of calm, an Arapaima may pause, suspended in the dappled light, its massive form framed by the mirrored canopy above, a living monument to the wild heart of the Amazon. In these moments, awe replaces fear, and the true majesty of the Arapaima is revealed, a creature both ancient and enduring, perfectly adapted to its world. The Arapaima glides on, revered and feared by all who share the river, its legend woven into the very fabric of the Amazon. With every movement it demonstrates a mastery of its environment, a silent understanding of the rhythms and dangers of the river. The Arapaima senses the currents, the subtle changes in water and light, adjusting its course with the wisdom of countless generations. This natural herding, wild and chaotic, is a testament to the Arapaima's resilience and the untamed spirit of the Amazon, a living legend, forever a titan of the river. In the stark, frozen landscapes of Greenland, beneath a world locked in ice and silence, a shadow stirs in the abyss. Here, the world above is harsh and unforgiving, but below the ice, an even more mysterious realm awaits, one of perpetual darkness and bone-chilling cold. In these icy waters, the Greenland shark glides silently, a living relic moving through a world where time seems to stand still. The shark's domain is a vast, frozen fjord, the ice above forming an impenetrable barrier to the world of light. The cold is relentless, the water so frigid that only the hardiest creatures can survive its embrace. The Greenland shark's vision is poor, its eyes clouded by age and the darkness of its world. But it possesses a sense far more powerful, an extraordinary ability to detect the faintest scent carried for miles on the slow, icy currents. Somewhere in the darkness, the scent of decay drifts, a distant signal, a promise of a meal in this barren world. The Greenland shark turns, ancient muscles rippling beneath its thick skin, following the invisible trail with unerring precision. Its jaws, lined with sharp, gripping teeth above and saw-like cutters below, are perfectly designed for scavenging the remains of whales and seals. The shark moves with ghostly patience, gliding over the remains of a whale, its movements almost imperceptible in the gloom. Every movement is slow, deliberate, conserving precious energy in the freezing depths. Small fish scatter in the distance, sensing the approach of this silent hunter, but the shark is in no hurry. It weaves through underwater canyons, a shadow among shadows, guided only by the promise of scent. Its heartbeat is slow, conserving life in a world where food is scarce and the cold is eternal. At last the shark finds its prize, a morsel of decaying flesh suspended in the blackness. With a slow, powerful bite, it tears into the meat, its teeth working in perfect harmony to slice and grip. Tiny particles drift away, feeding the cycle of life in this frozen underworld. Sated, the Greenland shark drifts back into the darkness, vanishing as silently as it appeared. Its ancient eyes reflect a world few will ever see, a realm of silence, cold, and endless patience. In this world, the Greenland shark reigns as a master of adaptation, a silent hunter in the eternal night. Its story is written in the cold and the dark, a testament to survival in one of the planet's most extreme environments. Above, the ice remains unbroken, hiding the secrets of the deep, while below, the Greenland shark continues its silent, timeless hunt. Beneath the surface of Thailand's freshwater rivers, a world unfolds that is both mysterious and fiercely alive. Here, the giant snakehead reigns as a vigilant guardian, patrolling the shallows with a silent, watchful presence. The snakehead's explosive strikes ripple through the water, a testament to its power and the intensity with which it defends its territory. When its young, tiny, shimmering fry gather in a reddish cloud, the parent's vigilance becomes absolute. Any shadow, any movement is met with swift, decisive action. The underwater world here is a realm of shifting light and swirling silt. Visibility is often reduced to mere inches, and every shape is blurred, every sound muffled. In this murky expanse, the snakehead's senses are finely tuned, its awareness heightened by the constant need to protect its offspring. When danger comes, the snakehead responds with a surge of energy. Even when wounded, its spirit is undiminished, thrashing, twisting, fighting for survival. The resilience of this creature is written in every muscle, every flick of its powerful tail. Sometimes the cycle of predator and prey takes an unexpected turn. A spear may pierce, but not end, leaving the fish alive, its vital organs untouched. In these moments, the river seems to pause, holding its breath as the balance between life and death hangs in the water. Released from the threat, the snakehead regains its freedom. With a powerful thrust, it slips back into the current, returning to the cloud of fry that waits for its protection. The water closes behind it, erasing the moment, but the cycle continues. In this world, every life is woven into the next. The survival of the parent ensures the future of the young, and the river's story flows on, one generation giving way to another, the balance of nature maintained by acts of resilience and mercy. The river is more than a hunting ground. It is a living tapestry, each creature playing its part. The act of release is not just mercy, but a recognition of the deep, unspoken connection that binds all life beneath the surface. Here, the cycle of nature is honored, and the story of the river endures. Deep in the heart of Brazil, the river carves its way through the wild, untamed jungle. Its waters, dark and mysterious, hold secrets that have shaped the land for centuries. Beneath the surface, the river is alive with unseen dangers. The current moves with a silent power, concealing creatures that glide through the murk, unseen and unpredictable. Among these, the electric eel reigns as a true river monster. It moves like a shadow, its long body weaving through the silt, capable of unleashing a jolt of energy that crackles through the water like a sudden storm. The air above the river is thick with tension, as if the jungle itself is holding its breath. Every ripple, every disturbance in the water hints at the presence of something powerful and dangerous lurking below. In a small muddy pond connected to the river, the electric eel claims its territory. The water here is shallow, the mud thick, and the sense of danger is palpable. The pond is a place of life and death, where the boundaries between safety and peril are blurred. Here, the electric eel waits, a silent sentinel in the murk. The eel's presence transforms the pond into a realm of suspense. Every movement in the water is a potential threat, every shadow a warning. With a sudden surge, the eel unleashes its power. The shock ripples outward, a force of nature that can stun, paralyze, and even kill. The aftermath is silence, broken only by the gentle lapping of water against the muddy banks. The eel disappears once more, leaving only fear and uncertainty behind. As the sun sets, the pond becomes even more foreboding. The darkness deepens and the mysteries of the river grow. The electric eel remains hidden, a living current beneath the mud, its power undiminished. In this place, the river and its creatures command respect. The natural world is both beautiful and deadly, its dangers woven into every drop of water. The electric eel is not a legend but a living force, an embodiment of the river's wild, unpredictable spirit. Here, in the heart of Brazil, the river's monsters are real, and the fear they inspire is as deep and enduring as the waters themselves. Deep within the emerald heart of the Amazon rainforest, a world unfolds where every leaf, vine, and shadow is alive with purpose. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and the chorus of unseen creatures. Here the jungle is both a sanctuary and a battleground, its dense foliage concealing countless secrets. Among the tools shaped by this environment, the blowpipe stands as a silent testament to the jungle's ingenuity. Crafted from the straightest of forest stalks, it is paired with needle-thin darts, each tipped with a mysterious inky poison drawn from the vines that wind their way through the undergrowth. The poison, a potent neurotoxin, is nature's own defense, borrowed from the vines and transformed into a force that can paralyze with astonishing speed. In the hush of the jungle, this ancient method is a dance of patience and precision, where every movement is measured and every sound is meaningful. The blowpipe, when left alone, seems almost a part of the forest itself, silent, waiting, a conduit between the jungle's energy and its inhabitants. Its length and heft are a challenge even for the strongest creatures, requiring a surge of breath to send the dart flying with purpose through the humid air. When a dart finds its mark, it pierces bark and flesh alike, embedding itself deep within, the poison beginning its silent work. The tip is ingeniously crafted to snap off, ensuring the toxin remains where it is needed most, a quiet but effective mechanism honed by the jungle's own logic. Each demonstration of this weapon's power is a reminder of the delicate balance between predator and prey and the remarkable adaptations that have evolved in this lush world. Along the river's edge, the caiman lies in wait, a formidable predator in its own right, perfectly attuned to the rhythms of the water and the forest. The river is a lifeline, teeming with fish and watched over by silent hunters. Here, every creature is both hunter and hunted, each moment a test of skill and survival. When the dart finds its target, the effect is swift and sure. The caiman, so powerful and alert, is overcome by the jungle's own medicine, subdued by the very plants that surround it. The riverbank becomes a stage for nature's drama, where strength and cunning are matched by the subtle power of the forest's chemistry. Even the fish, swift and elusive, are part of this intricate web. The dart, guided by breath and instinct, can bring down a meal with a single, silent shot. The jungle is alive with movement and sound, each creature playing its part in the endless cycle of life and death, growth and decay. Nothing is wasted here. Every part of the hunt is absorbed back into the ecosystem, nourishing the soil, the plants, and the countless lives that depend on them. The cycle continues, rain feeding the rivers, rivers feeding the fish, and the forest thriving in a harmony that has endured for millennia. The true wonder of this place lies not just in its tools or its tactics, but in the deep, unspoken connection between all living things. Every hunt, every meal, is a lesson in balance and respect, a reminder that survival depends on understanding and honoring the rhythms of the wild. Extreme fishing here is not a contest, but a way of being, an act of harmony with the land and water, a testament to the wisdom of the natural world. In this world, every creature, every plant, and every drop of water is part of a greater story, one of survival, adaptation, and the enduring beauty of life in the Amazon. The lessons of the jungle are written in silence and shadow, in the patient drift of the river and the quiet power of the poisoned dart. Here, extreme fishing is not about domination, but about living as one with the wild, a lesson in humility, skill, and the profound wisdom of nature itself. Beneath the tangled canopy and swirling river mists of the Amazon, An unseen world pulses with life. The river's surface, tranquil and glassy in the dim morning light, hides a realm of shadows, home to some of the jungle's most elusive and formidable aquatic predators. Here, survival depends on silence, cunning, and the relentless patience of the hunt. In the dim, tannin-stained waters, the black caiman glides nearly invisible. Its armored body is perfectly adapted for stealth, eyes and nostrils barely breaking the surface as it drifts among submerged logs and drifting leaves. The caiman is an ambush artist, waiting motionless for hours until the faintest ripple betrays the presence of prey. When the moment comes, it erupts from the water in a flash of muscle and teeth, snatching fish, birds, or even small mammals from the riverbank. Not far away, the electric eel patrols the murky shallows. Its long, sinuous body undulates through the silt, generating electric fields that map the world in the absence of light. With a sudden surge, it releases a powerful shock, stunning unsuspecting fish and swallowing them whole. This living battery is both hunter and guardian, using its electric pulse to navigate, communicate, and defend its territory from rivals. Hidden among the roots, the piraiba catfish, giant of the river, waits in silence. With a mouth large enough to engulf almost anything that swims too close, the piraiba is a master of ambush. It lurks in the deep channels, letting the current carry the scent of possible prey. Smaller fish, crustaceans, even unlucky birds that fall into the water. When hunger strikes, it surges forward, swallowing its target in a single gulp. In the labyrinth of flooded forests, the armored knifefish slips through the shadows. Its elongated, blade-like body navigates the maze of submerged branches in search of insects, larvae, and tiny fish. It moves with eerie grace, using sensitive electroreceptors to detect the faintest twitch of life in the darkness. Here, every root and crevice is both a hiding place and a hunting ground, and the knifefish is a silent phantom among the tangles. Above them all, the river dolphin, Boto, patrols the shifting currents. With a flexible neck and keen sonar, it darts between submerged trees and swirling eddies, corralling schools of fish with bursts of clicks and whistles. The Boto's intelligence shapes the dance of predator and prey, its presence a reminder that even the most powerful hunters are part of a larger web. Each predator is both a ruler and a subject in this underwater kingdom, their lives entwined in a perpetual contest of adaptation and survival. Their strategies are as varied as the river itself. Some rely on brute strength, others on deception, or the invisible force of electricity. Each has carved a niche in the ever-changing tapestry of the Amazon, shaped by the rhythms of flood and drought, feast and famine. In this world, every hunt is a test, every meal a triumph of instinct and evolution. The river's hidden denizens move as shadows, shaping the delicate balance of life beneath the surface. Their presence is felt in the sudden silence before a strike, the swirling mud of a vanished struggle, the fleeting glimpse of a tail or fin. Here the true drama of extreme fishing plays out unseen, written in ripples, currents, and the eternal dance of predator and prey. In the end, the Amazon's aquatic predators are not merely hunters. They are keepers of the river's secrets, guardians of its ancient mysteries, and living proof of nature's endless ingenuity. As dawn breaks over the winding arteries of the great river, a silent procession begins beneath the surface. This is the ancient Odyssey of migration, a journey undertaken by countless riverfish, driven by instincts older than the forest itself. From the shadowy depths, shimmering schools of silver-bodied tetras and powerful dorados stir, sensing the subtle shift in water temperature and the call of distant rains. The river, swollen by the wet season's bounty, beckons them upstream. The path is fraught with peril. Swift currents twist and surge, transforming tranquil waters into roaring torrents. Jagged rocks and sunken logs form labyrinthine barricades, while swirling eddies threaten to pull the unwary into their spinning embrace. Yet the fish press on, their bodies streamlined for endurance. their fins working tirelessly against the relentless flow. The environment itself is in constant flux. Flooded forests expand the river's reach, turning familiar channels into sprawling labyrinths. Murky water, rich with silt and drifting leaves, obscures the way, but the fish are guided by senses attuned to the faintest chemical cues and magnetic pulses. In the darkness, they navigate by memory and instinct, weaving through submerged roots and crevices that offer fleeting shelter from predators lurking in the gloom. As they ascend, obstacles multiply. Waterfalls cascade over ancient stone, presenting sheer walls of white water. Here, the strongest leap skyward, propelled by muscle and will, while others find hidden passages along the rocky margins. Some fall back, swept into calmer pools to gather strength for another attempt. In every surge and struggle, the drive to reach ancestral spawning grounds burns bright, a force that cannot be denied. For days and nights, the migration continues. Hunger is a constant companion, but so too is vigilance. The journey is punctuated by moments of stillness when the shoals rest in the shadow of fallen trees or beneath the cover of floating vegetation. Here, survival depends on silence and unity, as the river's predators prowl the margins, alert to any sign of weakness. At last, the travellers reach their destination, a stretch of gravelly shallows or a hidden tributary where the water runs clear and cool. Here, the cycle of life resumes. Eggs are laid in the safety of swift currents, their fragile shells anchored between stones and reeds. With the next rains, new generations will hatch and begin their own journey, downriver to the vast floodplains and one day back upstream. In this ceaseless migration, the river's fish shape the very fabric of their world. They are both voyagers and architects, scattering nutrients and life from source to mouth. Their Odyssey is a story written in scales and currents, a testament to the power of instinct, endurance, and the eternal promise of return. As the sun slips below the horizon, the river is transformed. What was a world of shimmering daylight and swirling currents now becomes a realm of shadow and silence. The nocturnal river awakens, its true inhabitants emerging in the cool darkness, guided by senses beyond human understanding. Under the velvet cloak of night, the water teems with secret activity. Shy catfish, invisible by day, glide from their hiding places beneath rocks and tangled roots. Their sensitive barbels sweep the muddy riverbed, searching for the faintest scent of prey. Electric knifefish pulse gentle waves of current, mapping their world in darkness, their slender bodies undulating through submerged branches like living ribbons. Glowing eyes peer from the gloom, predators and prey alike. Small armored plecos graze on algae-covered stones, their bony plates glinting in scattered moonbeams that dance through the canopy overhead. In the deeper pools, predatory piranhas drift in loose formation, their movements slow and deliberate, waiting for vibrations that signal the presence of an unsuspecting target. Tiny glass catfish, nearly invisible, hover in the shallows, their bodies transparent as ghosts. They communicate in silence, flickering in and out of view as they feed on drifting plankton and insect larvae. Above them, the surface breaks with delicate ripples, an ottocinclus nibbling at a floating leaf, or a school of neon tetras darting to avoid the sudden snap of a hunting wolf fish. In the tangled labyrinth of submerged roots, freshwater shrimp scuttle and forage, their antennae trembling with anticipation. Nearby, a river eel slips silently through the undergrowth, its sinuous form blending with the shadows. Amphibians, too, join the nocturnal ballet. Tiny frogs and newts glide through the water, their calls muffled by the liquid embrace of the river. Every creature is attuned to the language of the night. Some, like the armored banjo catfish, bury themselves in the silt, becoming part of the riverbed until dawn. Others, like the predatory dorado, patrol the open water, their golden bodies flashing as they chase fleeting silhouettes. The river's pulse slows, but life continues in hidden eddies and beneath silent logs. In this world, vision is less important than vibration, scent, and the electric whispers that pass through the water. Here, Survival depends on patience, camouflage, and the art of remaining unseen. As the first light of dawn begins to filter through the trees, the nocturnal dancers retreat, returning to their shelters, their movements slowing as the river prepares for another day. The secrets of the night are hidden once more, waiting for darkness to return and bring the river's shadowy world to life. Beneath the flowing currents and tangled roots, rivers are more than just bodies of water. They are living networks woven together by countless threads of life. Here, every creature, from the tiniest microorganism to the largest predator, is part of a delicate balance, an endless cycle of nourishment, survival, and renewal. It begins with sunlight filtering through the canopy and shimmering across the water's surface. Plants and algae anchored to stones and drifting on the current capture this light and transform it into energy, forming the green foundation of the river's food chain. These aquatic plants become the first feast, sustaining armies of herbivores. Small snails rasp away at algae, while schools of otocinclus graze on leaves and stems. Tiny invertebrates, shrimp, insect larvae, and water fleas feed on both plants and the microscopic detritus swirling in the water. Their numbers swell and ebb with the seasons, providing a vital link for the next tier of life. Small fish, like neon tetras and glass catfish, dart among the roots and stones, their bodies shimmering as they hunt for these invertebrates. Each mouthful is a transfer of energy, a step along the river's invisible ladder. Predators lurk in the shadows and deeper pools. Sleek wolffish and golden dorado patrol their territories, feeding on the smaller fish that venture too far from shelter. Catfish, with their sensitive whiskers, scour the riverbed for anything edible, dead or alive, helping to recycle nutrients and keep the water clean. Above, amphibians glide and leap, preying on insects and in turn becoming food for larger fish. Even the decaying leaves and fallen branches play a role, breaking down into rich organic matter that nourishes fungi, bacteria, and a host of scavengers. Every scrap is consumed, every life sustained by another. This river ecosystem is a web, each strand supporting the next. Remove one and the balance shifts. Predators go hungry, plants overgrow, or water clouds with unchecked decay. Yet when the system thrives, energy flows in an elegant, unbroken stream. From sunlight to plant, from herbivore to predator, from the living to the dead and back again. Here, in the river's eternal dance, everything is connected. Life begets life, and the cycle continues, silent, intricate, and essential. The river's true strength lies in this harmony, a testament to the power and beauty of nature's balance. In the shadowed depths and tangled backwaters, where sunlight barely touches the silt, dwell the river's most elusive inhabitants, creatures so rare and mysterious, their very existence is a whisper carried by the current. These are the hidden wonders, each perfectly adapted to a world few eyes ever see. Beneath mats of floating vegetation, the glass knifefish glides, its translucent body almost invisible in the dappled light. Lacking scales, it senses the slightest changes in electric fields, gliding through the water with a ghostly grace, feeding in silence on tiny invertebrates. Its gentle undulations stir the mud, releasing nutrients and aerating the riverbed, a silent architect of its microhabitat. Deeper still, where roots twist into labyrinths, the armored banjo catfish nestles among the debris. Its flattened, leaf-like body blends perfectly with the detritus, a master of camouflage. When danger approaches, it lies motionless, shielded by thick, bony plates, an ancient defense perfected over millennia. As dusk falls, it emerges to feed, scavenging for organic matter and keeping the river clean. In the slow-moving oxbows, the enigmatic freshwater pipefish weaves through submerged grasses. With its elongated snout and slender body, it mimics the swaying stems, hunting for tiny crustaceans. Its tail curls around stems for stability as it hovers, a delicate predator in a realm of stillness. Farther upriver, in the cool, oxygen-rich shallows, the armored paddlefish patrols the currents. Its long, paddle-shaped snout is studded with sensory pores, detecting the faintest movements of plankton. With a cavernous mouth agape, it filters the water, quietly shaping the planktonic community and cycling nutrients downstream. At the river's edge, the leaf-mimic frog rests among fallen debris, its skin patterned with intricate veins and mottled browns. Nearly indistinguishable from the leaves it shelters among, it lies in wait for insects, its camouflage both shield and snare. Each of these rare species plays a vital role. They are the engineers, the cleaners, the hunters, and the hidden prey, threads woven into the intricate fabric of the river's ecosystem. Their unique adaptations speak of ancient lineages and unbroken cycles, of survival shaped by the unyielding rhythm of water and time. In these secret lives, the river's greatest mysteries endure, reminding us that beneath the surface, the world is far richer, stranger, and more beautiful than we can ever imagine.